First attempt, 215 kilos for Mikhail Ufdayev of Belarus. In fourth place at the halfway stage.
Спину встать.
13 kilos behind the leader.
Не торопись, не торопись. Сильно ноги.
Well, not a great start there. And first failure. And immediately puts him under pressure. Gives a chance to maybe Ramunas Visnauskas, or indeed Robert Dawenga, the older brother of the leader at the halfway stage, to try and move up the table as well. It would be very special if both brothers could medal here. Just thinking, David, I know we've got a long way to go, but it must be quite a while since we've had a Polish men's champion.
Yes, last time was in 2000, and it was Kolechki who took the silver last night.
Or as I was corrected last night, it is Koweczki, the L.
Koweczki.
So it's Dawenga and Koweczki. So my apologies. He was really chuffed to bits. They all were yesterday with Koweczki, who's had so many back problems and everything else. To see him come back and get an excellent silver medal, and that was really good news, because it puts him on the trail back to perhaps Olympic success. That's what they've thinking in their minds. So second attempt for this man. Same weights. Of course, his brother Robert tends to be stronger in this second phase, so interesting to see whether he can move up.
It's good.
So second attempt, and it gives him a total of 401, which at the moment puts him into the lead. First attempt really rather wasted. Well, I suppose in a sense, David, when the Polish organisation here asked for the categories to be reversed, so that the 105 kilos would be the last kilo of the championship, they didn't ask it for amusement. They asked it because they were pretty confident that Marcin Dawenga was in the best condition of his life, and on the evidence of what we've seen, then it looks as if it's very possibly going to go their way. So Marcin Dawenga posted at 2:30 as his first clean and jerk, which would automatically be a new personal best. But here's brother Robert at a rather more modest 221 kilos. Well, Robert's down in sixth place. This would take him to 405. good. Both brothers now. Perhaps going to have a bit of success today. He's going to have to go up and beyond his best mark at 2:27.5 if he wants to squeeze into the medals, I think. Alexandre Bratin onto the stage. The man is in second place and he's got a deficit of 8 kilos to make up on Marcin Dowenga. 221 kilos on the bar. Takes the lead, 4:12. And I wonder whether this man is going to be the real threat. We thought it would be Schwarzkopf, David, but the world silver medalist, maybe he's going to be the man to give Dowenga the greatest trouble. He's got a personal best of 2:32.5, but the way things are going, he's going to have to go all that way. And I think this is a sensible starter for Marcin Dowenga. This is coming down from 2:30, but this is to make sure that they get a total, surely.
Yes, posted at 2:30, so I suppose, yeah, this is just to, yes, this is just to get a total in, I would think, unless the warm-up's gone really badly.
Clean was good. That looks strong overhead.
Solid. Puts him on 4:20.
Yeah, the clean was good.
Podwyższa Skowika 123.
Around now, Vladimir Schwarzkopf, first of 3 attempts, and he's got to start to really whittle away at the lead of Marcin Dowenga. He starts the second half of this competition all of 9 kilos behind. He is lighter, but it's the kilos that count. And he's looking to reduce the deficit with this lift to 7 kilos. Not much wrong with that, David? Happy with that?
Yep.
So, puts him into second place on 4:13. So Bratin down to third place on 4:12. It's going to be the second attempt here, David, isn't it, that are going to be crucial between these 3 men, Marcin Dowenga, Bratin of Moldavia and Schwarzkopf of Russia. If any of them make a mistake, the door will be open, but This is where the coaches have got to be very, very smart. This is the moment I'd like to see that blackboard in the back room there, because that would tell us everything, because you almost need to keep an eye on that the whole time now. Who's trying to psych who? Before all of that, it's Lithuania's turn, and this is Ramūnas Vyšniauskas in 5th place at the halfway stage with 185 kilos to carry forward, so he's 14 off the halfway leader, but he's coming out for 225 as his first attempt. So this would reduce his deficit on Marcin Dowenga to 9 kilos if he can pick up the bar. $410. Be a useful total, David, because he'd only be a couple of kilos outside the bronze medal. So the best part of 3/4 of a minute to go. And again, 2:30 is his best mark, although if you go back to Doha, he had 3 attempts at 225 on the clean and jerk. He was successful in that phase, but he wasn't successful in the snatch.
Yes, and the hand sort of getting away with it on the clean and jerk.
Yeah, it was a bit rough around the edges and not very pretty, but it gets the job done, and he does move up to 4th place. So this is all very tight now at the moment. Marcin Dowenga on 4:20, then Bratin on 4:12. Sorry, I should say Smoczkov on 4:13, Bratin on 4:12, and Vyšniauskas on 410 kilos. So somehow Marcin Dowenga and the Polish coaches, they've just got to play this very carefully, David, not get over ambitious, but they've just got to keep him ahead, just keep every lift sending, you know, a disappointing message for the others. You know, he's got to make it, and immediately their hearts will drop because he's re-establishing his advantage. So, well, the bar was on 225. Buzzer's gone for half a minute, so things are going to change. Naniev was posted to come out, but surely the bar's going to be increased. Well, you see for yourself the bar, or the clock counting down there. So I'm not quite sure, David, what's happening at this particular moment. Well, that was given out as a no lift, if I'm right, to Naniev.
Well, Naniev failed all his snatches. Presumably he's not going to be bothering with a clean and jerk.
Yeah. So, Robert Dowenga. Now, Robert's got 405 kilos at the moment. Now, his first attempt was
221.
So another 4 kilos here to take him to 409, edging towards the others.
Very good. So they're having a good day so far.
Would be very nice actually if both brothers could get a medal. So Robert Dowenga gets within a kilo of Vyšniauskas, who's on 410. And Bratin, I think, coming out for His next attempt. This again will be a 4 kilo increase, which would take him to 416 and put him within 4 kilos of Marcin Dowenga. But Dowenga still with his second and third attempts to come. Moldavia, like Poland, yet to achieve, well, Poland have achieved an individual discipline gold medal, but neither country has yet achieved a championship here. I think so.
Yeah, he's got, I think he must have had some kind of elbow injury, because he's got one arm that locks back and one arm that doesn't quite lock out.
Yeah, but good fight there, good determination for the man who missed that Olympic bronze, was world champion last season, totaled up 413 kilos in Doha, so he's now 3 kilos ahead of that. So that's pretty good going, David. Obviously has come here thinking that the European Championship is a major chance.
I could just see the scar on that left arm, explaining why it doesn't quite lock out. I'm sure the referees are aware of it.
Check this out.
He'd then be 11 ahead of Schmorzkopf. So this for me is the crucial one, David. You know when you feel something in your fingertips, you're so near. Well, is this the turning point, David? He's got to go for this weight again. Can't afford to put this up.
Yes, I think you're right. He just lost concentration there, didn't he? He's got to go for it again, just to make sure of that overall medal.
I think if he gets this and he opens up that advantage of 8 and 11 kilos over his closest pursuers, he'll just about get away with it. It would have been so much better if he could have done it this time around, but it wasn't to be. So the heart palpitations now in the Polish fans and certainly amongst his coaches. Look at these two. All is not lost, but all has become a whole lot more difficult. So what was going so well the others know.
Still leading.
The others know that they're within snapping distance though. Bratin, remember, 104.2 kilos. David, he's the lighter man. And he's within 4 kilos. And Schmorzkopf, 104.30, also lighter. So, if he makes this, I think he'll hold them off. If he fails, they might sadly just gallop past him. Well, it'll be wonderful, David. As you said, it's been some 6 years since Poland won a men's European championship. That was... 5 kilos. And that, I think, is the cushion he needs. But it's not over yet. He's got to wait in the wings. He's got to wait, watch and see. So, David, all to play for now. The dream is on. So 8 kilos off the pace is Alexandru Bratin, and 11 kilos away Vladimir Schwarzkopf, the defending champion. Well, Naniev, he has 3 attempts. They timed him out of the first one. This is the man who failed, as you said, to get any of the snatch attempts. And he's going to be timed out of this as well.
Why don't you just say he's retired?
Yes, I don't understand that. Well,
unless
he's going to have one bigger...
Somebody's using him to buy time.
You mean there's a little pact between the Russians and the Azerbaijanis?
Maybe.
So Marcin Dowenga leads the way, and assuming he's got the gold medal, of course, David, it's not all over by any means, because there's also the silver and bronze overall championships to think of. I think this man is too far out of it now, Mikhail Uftayev of Belarus. Got a total of 4:01. So this is what, an 11 kilo increase?
Yeah, opened on 2:15.
So this would take him to 4:12.
And of course put him in the lead on the
clean and jerk. Well, there you go.
Very good. Very effective.
Yeah, to me, that's the best lift he's put in all day. He's beside himself with delight, and rightly so. 412 into 4th place. As you can see, he's outside the overall medals, but he's given himself a chance of clean and jerk honours. So Marcin Dowenga down to silver medal in the clean and jerk rankings, but he won't be worried about this now. So this is going to only take him up to 4:17, isn't it?
But he will have 1 attempt left. I think he's got too much to do though.
Yeah, just on the evidence of that clean. Oh, strong enough overhead, that's for sure, and he's got the 4:17, so goes into overall silver medal position. Now a kilo ahead of Bratin. I want to check on that. Oh, Bratin got 4:17.
Bratin did 191 and 225. So he's on 4:14, isn't he?
So this is 4:18 to go into 2nd place. So this is his 3rd attempt, David, so We know he's not a contender for the overall honours. It's only really Schwarzkopf who can have one big lift and go for it to try and retain his title. So the world silver medalist at best, hoping that he can be the European silver medalist as well. Well, not to be. So, down to third place, which means Schwarzkopf is guaranteed the overall silver medal as a result of his previous lift. And Schwarzkopf going for, well, it's 228 on the bar. You can do the maths here, David. What's he need to do to go past Marcin Dowenga?
We needs to beat Dowenga by 9 kilos, doesn't he? He needs to beat his clean and jerk by 9 kilos.
Well, he's on 417,
so
he needs
234.
Well, Dowenga's on 424, he's on 417, so by my maths that's 7 kilos, and he's lighter. And the bar's gone to 230 anyway for Nunes.
He needs to beat him by 9 kilos.
From the, yes, that was the deficit from the snatch.
No, but it doesn't work like that, does it? However close he gets, he still needs to lift 9 kilos more on the overall, and that lift is 9 kilos more than the 225. So he has to lift 234. And I think he'll probably have a go at it.
Well, here's the other brother, Robert Dowenga, going for clean and jerk glory. Well, this would be something, wouldn't it, David?
Yeah, it'd be nice to
beat
his brother at, one have one and one have the other. I think this is asking a lot, though.
So it leaves him down in overall 6th place. So younger brother, as we thought, would be better than older brother. No, this just wasn't in his head. So Wisniewski's going to 231 kilos. Now this is interesting. What did he do? He did 225 with his last lift, and he was on 410, so this would lift him to 416, and he's trying to take, Wisniewski's trying to take the bronze medal away from Alexandru Bratan. That's what this is all about. He'd be on the same number of kilos, but he would get ahead of the Moldavian by virtue of lighter body weight. And as I started out, David, earlier today, underlining that it was the bronze medal that Bratan lost in the Olympic Games by being that fraction heavier. And there's a serious danger that lightning might strike twice here, because this man is really aggressive. And I've got a funny feeling he might just do this. 5 seconds, not long to move that bar. Oh no. Well, not enough time, I think.
He does have another attempt, though.
But he needs to come out and compose himself rather better than he did. Schwarzkopf lurking in the background there, Wisniewski's in the foreground. Be nice to see the face of Marcin Dowenga when Schwarzkopf comes out for that last lift, David, if he does go for the big one, because it's going to be one of those moments, isn't it? It's going to be, if he lifts it, then Dowenga's denied. If he drops it, then he becomes the first Polish male lifter to win a European title for 6 years.
I think he'll try it.
Oh, maybe they ought to get the gladiator music ready for him. Avisauskas got a minute and 4 seconds. And he needs to get out on that stage soon, David. I mean, it's a big lift, but it's a really worthwhile prize here, the overall bronze medal. 2:30, the best he's done, so 2:31. He's got to go better in competition than he's ever done before to get this. 20 seconds again. He's going to be very tight before he settles in here. 15. Clocks away to his left. 10. Looks now, realizes that he's tight. Well, I think the whole time management, when you saw him walk off there, he wasn't ever thinking in his mind that he could do this. Just going through the motions, baby.
So, 234.
234.
And 34 kilos.
Well, I've got to say, David, I like champions to defend their titles, but you know, our Polish hosts have been really nice. This has been a good championship, well organised, well attended, and I think well televised as well. And on behalf of the hosts, I'd love to see Marcin Dowenga prevail. Not only that, Russia, well, they've had 1 title in the men's division and 4 in the women's. So let's not be greedy. So it's very simple. If he picks it up, he retains his title. If he doesn't do it, it goes to Dowenga.
Well, he's serious.
No, it goes to Dowenga. It's the championship to Poland. What a way to finish off the 2006 European Championships here in Bratislava. And there he is. Marcin Dowenga has become a European champion. Success at junior level, but this is the big one. Wow, terrific effort here by Sportskov. Absolutely serious to try and get this title back into his hands, and not that far away, but the reality is that Marcin Dowenga has taken the title. Sportskov unable to finish off here. The chuck overhead, but not able to lock it out and sustain, and it means that the champion of last year must settle for the silver medal. But just about everybody in this hall absolutely delighted. The situations in the clean and jerk. Vladimir Sportskov with 227 kilos taking the clean and jerk gold, so some consolation there. Uftayev of Belarus with 226 getting the silver, and the Lithuanian Vyšniauskas on 225 by virtue of lighter body weight taking the bronze medal in the clean and jerk. So the medals well spread around, but it's always about the overall championship. That's the most important of all the titles, and this is the sweet sight for Polish weightlifting fans. Marcin Dowenga, 199, 225, 424 at the end of the afternoon, the winner by 7 kilos. Last year's champion, Sportskov, in overall silver medal position, with Bratin of Moldavia holding on to bronze ahead of Uftayev.